I'm Susan. I'm back to give some more tutorials on drywall finishing. Again, I am a do-it-yourselfer. I like to do things, I don't want to pay somebody else to do it, so I'll do it myself. This is a new one for me, so I'm learning as I go. I'm just going to share some tips on how to do it. What we're going to use today is this round sander. We've attached it to an extendable pole. And that's Velcro for these sanding pads. And then I've got this square-ish sanding block. And that's what we're going to use. Okay, we've already done 3 coats, so we're going to sand this so that it's ready for priming. We're going to start with this. You want to go across at an angle. And you can bump right up into the corners. It's got a rubber thing, so it won't damage it. How much dust drops off. We're not putting any muscle into this. It's barely pushing on the wall. Drops a lot of dust. Wear a mask. Okay, once we've done our area with this, then we go back with this, really clean up the corners and anything we missed. If you can feel it, you'll be able to see it after it's painted. The texture gives you a little bit of forgiveness, but not much. If you can see it or feel it, you probably want to get rid of it now. Okay, so we've used the big sanding pad. We're going to use this block just to clean up the corners. Sometimes you have little chunks or a little groove. You want to just work that out. Do you have a big square or rectangle corner? And you've got a tapered edge to a point. So if you need something off of both sides of the corner, then get in there with that rectangle spot. So it'll sand this side and this side at the same time. But if only one side needs it, then flip it around. And use that tapered edge in the corner so that you're just getting the one side and the corner. And again, it doesn't take hard, a lot of muscle, gentle touch. You see all that dust fly off. You just feel it with your hand. If you can feel a groove, if you can feel a bump, feel anything that's not smooth, you are going to be able to see it when your wall's done. So you want to address it now. The hardest parts are where everything joins together, so you've got a joint here, you've got a joint here, you've got a lot of compound to get all that, so make sure you don't feel bumps or waves. You want to do some good sanding and feel it feels good. It's going to look good. So we're going to finish sanding, then we're going to use a very, very barely damp sponge just to wipe the dust off the walls, and then we'll prime it. And we'll be ready for texture. Okay, so we've sanded down our 3rd coat, and we took a very gently damp sponge, just wiped off all the extra dust off the walls, and now we're ready for primer. Primer we cost less than $50 for a 5-gallon bucket. We got it at Lowe's. You have to do it to kind of seal up this stuff, otherwise your texture apparently won't stick to the walls, is what I've been told. So we're going to go ahead and prime it. When you put it on, it kind of looks like it's almost got a blue tint to it, so you can see where you're at, what you've done, what you haven't done. And also as you go over, you'll see any spots that you missed will really stand out, and then you can fix it or decide that you're going to just put a little extra heavy texture there, whatever you think. So we're just gonna roll it on just like any paint. You see that you can still kind of see through, it's not like a dark coverage. You can still see the areas where your compound is, so you can see that line. But when this dries, it'll be almost just a solid white. And then once that's dry, you're ready to do texture.